Today we're going to walk you through some of the key highlights from the upcoming 2025 G2 DAM vendor comparison guide. So whether you're exploring your first DAM or reevaluating your current platform, this session will give you an inside look at how DAM vendors stack up and the areas you need to consider when looking at DAM solutions. And we're going to cover the data that matters most when looking at DAM vendors: support, usability, user adoption, workflows, and ROI. So let's dive in. So first off, the G2 DAM vendor comparison guide is built on verified reviews from real DAM users. It highlights what users truly value and experience every day, not just vendor promises, and we're all familiar with that. So with 80+ million users a year, G2 provides peer-driven, credible insights to help you make informed decisions. While we obviously think we have the best DAM product in the market today, this report isn't just our opinion. It's an honest look at performance, reliability, and impact. And we will send you a copy of the final reports for participating in this webinar. But first, let's sort of start with a poll question, and then we'll review the answers at the end of the session. And the question is, what is the most important factor you consider when evaluating digital asset management vendors? Core functionality and features, integration with existing systems, user experience and ease of use, security and compliance standards, pricing and total cost of ownership, and that's all-encompassing other categories. So at the end of the session, we'll review and get feedback on what you view as important factors and considerations for looking at DAM vendors. So when looking at DAM solutions, the key question is really around the partnership and how does that work? And so when you look at a vendor, you're looking at a partnership. And when implementing technology, there are these key considerations you have to determine, such as time to value and support. Another consideration is user adoption across your organization, but we'll get to that one in a bit. So on average, we get customers live in just about 3 months, faster than most, but with a strategic approach focused on your long-term success. Our onboarding is what we call intent-driven. We align with your goals, train your users, and tailor the experience to your workflows because we know every customer is different. No cookie-cutter approach to our onboarding and no extra or hidden costs. That balance between speed and readiness means you launch with confidence and you see value much faster. And going live fast is great, but going live right is better. And our onboarding ensures your teams are trained to adopt the platform fully, meaning your organization sees fast time to value. And support is core to MediaValet. It's a cornerstone of our offering. We make sure every customer has what they need to succeed right from the start. According to G2, MediaValet ranks #1 in support across other DAM competitors with a 95% satisfaction score. Your dedicated onboarding manager and customer success manager ensure that you are never left guessing. We provide unlimited training, unlimited users, no upsells, and no extra fees. That means faster issue resolution, better platform adoption, and more confidence in your DAM investment. So selecting a DAM vendor that is going to get you live both quickly and efficiently to address your business challenges is the right first step. But true value is being able to realize those efficiencies once you are live by calming the content chaos every organization is challenged by securing and enhancing your brand reputation, and by accelerating content creation and creative workflows. At MediaValet, we like to think of DAM in 3 categories: discover, streamline, and control, all to help you democratize content across your organization. And we'll talk about those at the end. So let's take a look at some of the examples of how we help manage content more effectively and dig into some customer success stories. So as marketers, we all know the challenge of maintaining brand consistency. And if you've been working in marketing for any period of time, we've all got the nightmare stories of us carefully crafting our brand identity only for someone in a different department who thinks they're a better marketer to go in and make a mess of it all. We all know how important brand consistency and brand fidelity is, but how tough it is to maintain across teams and regions. I always think of brand identity and security as a house of cards, difficult to build and easy to fall apart. Our brand portals give users, whether internal or external, instant access to the right assets while protecting your brand guidelines and integrity. And our granular permissions ensure people see only what they should. With Media Valet, brand compliance becomes effortless and scalable, and it shows in the G2 analysis. And when it comes to analytics, you really can't manage what you can't measure. And one of our strengths is our analytics engine. In our analytics dashboard, you can track and drill down into usage, asset popularity, and team engagement. So you know what's working, what needs updating, and how your content performs across regions and across departments. And you can get down to the individual user in your organization. And as we talked about earlier, user adoption is key to the success of your DAM solution. And our analytics dashboard delivers the insights you need to prove ROI and turn content into business intelligence. And really, a DAM is more than just managing assets. It's understanding how they are being used and who is using them so you can maximize the investment. One thing you want to make sure is that when you're creating content, that it's being used in the correct way, but it's being used at all. And so with our analytics dashboard, you can deep dive to see top ranking content, how it's being used, and have a better understanding of content usage across your organization. And speaking of assets, one asset type where we're seeing exponential growth across our platform is video. When we think about AIDA, the AIDA marketing model, attention, interest, desire, action, it's clear that marketers view video as an effective means to guide prospects through the sales funnel, and that video can be used in each step. So attention, the hook, start with captivating visuals and introduce a problem or pain point and hint that your product solution is the answer. Interest, use storytelling to connect with the audience on an emotional level. As we know, video can invoke a high degree of emotion. Desire, use video testimonials or customer testimonials and product demos to build trust and credibility. And action, use video to convey a sense of urgency with visual calls to action. According to our 2025 DAM Trends Report, which is available on MediaValet.com, organizations that use DAM and audio-visual intelligence, or AVI, have had some significant positive results. 80% have discovered new insights within their video footage. 60% have improved the distribution and reach of their video content, and 100% have driven digital expansion. And so video is unique, though, unlike any other asset that you'll have. And that is really because a video is typically treated like a single asset, one file, a single concept. But if you take a moment and think about what a video file truly is, you can see that it's so much more. A video can be made up of hundreds of assets, such as specific frames or essentially images that make up that single video. And on top of that, there are additional layers that constitute a video asset. On-screen text, talk tracks, music that's been used to enhance the video experience. And as an expensive asset type to produce, reaching ROI on video can be challenging. Taking advantage of all these assets at your disposal, especially with long-form video, will help you maximize the ROI of these investments. A single video can be a multitude of different assets that you can use to promote your brand across regions, departments, geographies. So that all sounds like a complete asset management nightmare, and it can be if you don't have the right tools to effectively manage video. With Media Valet, we make it easy with our AI-powered video intelligence, allowing you to automatically tag, transcribe, and translate your content. Search by timestamp or by phrase, no more digging through long files, just instant access to the exact moment you need. And we make it easy to find, repurpose, and activate your video content at scale. So let's dig into a couple of customer case studies that have leveraged video using the Media Valley DAM. So at Columbia Business School, video content plays a vital role in educating and engaging students and faculty, as well as external audiences. So before Media Valley, they lived in a world of content chaos. And what did that look like? Well, they had dispersed content storage. Videos were housed in multiple locations, making it nearly impossible to maintain consistency or quickly locate the right content. They had time-consuming searches. Searching for a specific video often required for them navigating through Google Drive and Dropbox and manually reviewing files. If a file was mislabeled or lacked clear metadata, the process could take hours, reducing productivity across departments. And there was also lost institutional knowledge. The file storage was not set up for associating key information with assets, and vital information got lost across the organization. So the team at Columbia Business School recognized the need for a more structured and efficient system, and they turned to Media Valley to have a secure, centralized system to manage over 4,000 video assets. And by bringing all their digital assets into a single, secure platform, they're able to transform how they organize, accessed, and shared video content. With AI-powered transcription and tagging, they were able to automate much of the metadata creation process and drastically enhance the discoverability of their assets. Now the team can search based on spoken words and terms such as music events or sports conferences, find specific quotes from speakers at business summits, lectures, and panel discussions, or locate an exact moment a key insight was shared. Translate video content for international students, expanding accessibility and engagement to a global audience, which has further led to the positive impact of video. So to sum up, the impact for Columbia Business School is really three pillars: efficiency, productivity, and control. Staff and faculty now spend significantly less time hunting for assets. They're able to capture critical institutional knowledge and reduce time through AI-generated tags, and then gain greater control over their videos without the risk of loss or duplication. And another customer that's leveraging and repurposing video content incredibly well is Fred Rogers Productions. So I'm sure all of us on this webinar know who Fred Rogers was, and Fred Rogers Productions builds on the legacy of Fred Rogers by creating quality children's media. Now they have an interesting situation because they have over 50 years of video footage, and they currently have 3 shows in production, and their library is growing every single day. With over 1,000 episodes, Fred Rogers Productions has a wealth of video content for reuse and for reference. With Media Valley, Fred Rogers Productions uses AI to find exact moments within each individual episode, accelerating discovery, boosting creative workflows, and increasing the ROI of each of their episodes. One example that was shared by Jack Rowley, who is the digital asset manager for Fred Rogers, was when the production team came to him looking for video content that featured a trolley in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Using Media Valley, Jack was able to quickly search for trolley and find all the moments across their entire library of the 1,100 episodes where the trolley was present. This is something that's incredibly simple for him to do with Media Valley, but would have taken many, many hours to accomplish without the help of AI and Media Valley. Fred Rogers Productions also takes advantage of AI to create a timeline of every word spoken throughout each episode, including the many songs. Searchable transcripts provide solutions to challenges such as locating episodes that contain specific words, specific phrases, or specific songs. These capabilities are especially helpful to the social media team, who is regularly creating new clips and new social posts. Searching for those clips used to be a very manual, laborious process. With AI now in place, the team can find these clips in seconds using video intelligence. And this is really a great example of democratizing data and allowing the broader team, not just the marketing team, but the broader team, to quickly access the exact quote or scene from a video they need. And for Fred Rogers Production, discoverability is no longer an issue, and neither is time to value to access those video assets. So we talked a lot about finding the right partner and realizing operational efficiencies post-implementation of your DAM solution. But the promise of any technology is that those efficiencies deliver meaningful ROI, and digital asset management is no different. So let's dig into some of the G2 categories in this space. And when it comes to successful implementations, adoption drives everything. If people aren't using the platform, you are never going to get the value from that platform and from your investment. And our new mobile-centric UI makes it easier than ever. Media Valley scored highest in adoption because of our clean UI, intuitive experience, and our unlimited training. And with our new interface, it's even easier for teams of all skill levels to jump in and see results. And if you want to learn more about how the new UI works and some of the advantages that you can realize with the Media Valley DAM, in the chat, there's a link to the upcoming webinar, which will be May 13th, which will showcase the new UI, and we'll give you a demo of that. And so when looking at technology solutions, a key consideration is avoiding data silos. And this is caused by point solutions that do not integrate, and they end up costing you both time and money. And so we're looking at your tech stack, and I think really as marketers over the last 20 years, one of the biggest transformations of our roles is this the volume of technology available at our disposal. The challenge that we have is not all technology integrates. And when you have point solutions, you create data shadows and data silos, and all that leads to poor decision-making and inefficient workflows. And so what's absolutely critical is that when you're looking at a DAM solution, to make sure it seamlessly integrates with third-party systems, because we all know the content ecosystem is more than just a DAM. There are a lot of different solutions at play. And inefficient workflow costs more than you think. Our platform supports every stage of content creation, from brief all the way to approval and distribution. And we offer built-in proofing in our integrations with Wrike, Mark, Asana, Adobe, Microsoft, and other content ecosystems. Keep everything moving and provide you with complete end-to-end visibility over workflow processes. So let's take a look at another one of our customers, Monumental Sports Entertainment. It's one of the largest integrated sports and entertainment companies in the United States. MSC owns and operates 6 professional sports teams, including the NHL's Washington Capitals, the NBA's Washington Wizards, and the WNBA's Washington Mystics. Before Media Valley, their creative assets were kept on cloud storage servers and on shared and local drives. There wasn't one central location or person in charge of the documents, graphics, or marketing materials that were used across Monumental Sports. Assets were owned by many different people, and source files were difficult to locate. And there was standard request process, and there wasn't a standard request process that was used across the organization. Everyone was doing their own thing, which hindered the creative process, not to mention their ability to execute, and led to a fragmented brand identity. Today, they seamlessly use both Wrike for workflow management and Media Valley for digital asset management. When a request is submitted to Monumental Design for new creative, it goes through the lifecycle within Wrike and then is published directly to Media Valley. So the marketing team then takes all of the approved materials and packages everything together into one shareable link in order to get the assets to the people who need them. So no more zip files, no more email attachments, a seamless end-to-end workflow experience that's allowed them to ensure that they have a consistent brand to market across all of their sports properties. And according to G2, Media Valley customers realize ROI in just 10 months. And that's really a result of high adoption rates, improved workflow efficiencies, brand security, and better asset reuse. So we help you get more done with less, freeing up your team for higher value work. And some of the case studies I've talked about, you can see pre-DAM, pre-Media Valet, there was a lot of wasted effort in trying to locate specific files or specific instances within video assets. And with Media Valet, that's all automated using AI, and many hours are saved by not having to search or comb through specific assets or specific video files. And really, as we know, time is money, and Media Valet helps you save both. And with Media Valet, our customers get to value faster. Another story I want to share with you is ACAMS. ACAMS is a large financial cybersecurity firm that really focuses on preventing money laundering happening. ACAMS is very conference focused. The average around the conferences are multiple days, the average around 1 to 3 days, 8 hours per day, and that's about 24 hours of content that they have to comb through. So every session is filmed, and they have to comb through to find specific clips that they want to put on social media, on their website, or in their marketing materials. And now with video and audio video intelligence from Media Valet, not only will they be able to cut down times to find specific clips, but the facial recognition feature helps them tag and find people in videos easily. And that allows them to quickly create highlight reels of their sessions. Their volumes are massive. They have 10 terabytes of brand assets and production files across regions, 45 plus large events with 4K video. So it's a massive task to be able to comb through all those videos. And the challenge was that they've been growing rapidly, and files were scattered across different regional offices. They have remote workers with pandemic, where the pandemic exacerbated the need for a centralized solution. And then, as I mentioned, they host a lot of videos, multi-day events. The solution for ACAMS was really centralizing, indexing video and using keywords. And with unlimited support and training, it made onboarding regional offices seamless. And facial recognition simplifies the process by creating highlight reels from events of specific speakers and sponsors. And for them, they realized ROI in 10 months. And that was through a 50% reduction in time spent searching for assets, through improved distribution and reuse of 4K videos from global events, from having better brand consistency across their global offices, and a significant reduction in time spent creating new assets. So why Media Valet? 91% of Media Valet users say they'd recommend us. That kind of loyalty doesn't happen by accident. It comes from building real partnerships, offering ongoing value, and being easy to work with. Our customers trust us to deliver not just today, but long term. And this is really important to us. Being recommended by customers shows we're more than just a vendor, we're a trusted partner. Through the session, we've talked about sort of the key categories around not just DAM, but more generally technology. So finding the right partner, being able to achieve promised efficiencies to deliver content at scale, and being able to realize ROI. And from the G2 report, you'll see that Media Valet outranks the competitors in key categories: support and service, ease of use, video brand management, workflows, and ROI. Better to work with, and a faster time to value. And so at Media Valet, our mission is really to help you democratize content across your organization. And as I mentioned at the very beginning, our approach to digital asset management is based upon 3 pillars: discover, streamline, and control. So discover, increase efficiencies and spend more time on strategic work. Use keywords, embedded metadata, and advanced search filters to quickly find the assets you need. Enable users to search assets using AI-generated tags, such as object color, text, and face recognition. Streamline, making the marketer the hero of your organization, enabling users to quickly download or share assets and collaborate with stakeholders, internal and external, from anywhere, and control. Enterprise level security without the enterprise level complexity. Organize all of your assets in a single central location while also providing the ability to set up access and usage permissions to enable departments, divisions, and external stakeholders like partners to only see the assets you want them to see. And then one last thing, I'd love to invite you to join us at DAM Week. DAM Week is the confluence of where partners, customers, industry influencers, and Media Valley product experts come together to showcase the future potential of digital asset management. So we hope you can join the hundreds who've already registered to join us at DAM Week in May. Some of the things we talked about, we'll do a deeper dive in. We have Reich attending. We have some other partners. We've got people like John Havadsky and David Lipsy participating. We have some great customer testimonials and videos around Fred Rogers Productions, Jackie Robinson Foundation, PT Solutions, Herf Jones. So there's lots of great content. So here's a link. The link will be in the chat as well. But we really look forward to you being part of DAM Week at the end of May. So that's a wrap. We're at time. I hope you found the information informative. I hope that it was time well spent. My contact info is here. Please feel free to send me an email, any questions, anything that you were looking to get that you didn't see. Happy to answer any questions you may have. And as a thank you for participating in this webinar, we will send you a copy of the 2025 DAM Trends Report. So thanks and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.